Day 49. Numbers 26 to 28. Numbers chapter 26. The people were again numbered by their tribes and families. After the blood of the guilty was shed, the Lord said to Moses and to Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest, numbered the whole sum of the children of Israel from 20 years old and upward by their houses and kindreds, all that are able to go forth to war. Moses therefore and Eleazar the priest, being in the plains of Moab upon the Jordan over against Jericho, spoke to them that were from 20 years old and upward, as the Lord had commanded, and this is the number of them: Reuben the firstborn of Israel. His sons were Hanok, of whom is the family of the Hanotites, and Phaleth, of whom is the family of the Phaliites, and Ezrom, of whom is the family of the Hezronites, and Pharmi, of whom is the family of the Pharmites. These are the families of the stem of Reuben, whose number was Phanuel 40 to 3,730. The son of Phamu was Leb. His sons were Namuel and Dathan and Abian. These are Dathan and Abian, the princes of the people that rose against Moses and Aaron in the sedition of Kor, when they rebelled against the Lord, and the earth opening her mouth swallowed up Kor, many others dying, when the fire burned 250 men. And there was a great miracle wrought, that when Kor perished, his sons did not perish. The sons of Simon by their kindreds: Namal, of him is the family of the Namulites; Jamin, of him is the family of the Jaminites; Jachim, of him is the family of the Jachimites; Sora, of him is the family of the Zarites; Saul, of him is the family of the Solis. These are the families of the stock of Simon, of which the whole number was 20 to 2,200. The sons of Gad by their kindreds: Zephon, of him is the family of the Sevenites; Agi, of him is the family of the Gathsuni, of him is the family of the Sunites; Ozni, of him is the family of the Asnites; Har, of him is the family of the Harites; Arad, of him is the family of the Aradites; Ariel, of him is the family of the Arelites. These are the families of Gad, of which the whole number was 40,500. The sons of Judah, Hur and Onan, who both died in the land of Janaan. And the sons of Judah by their kindreds were Zelah, of whom is the family of the Selites; Phares, of whom is the family of the Pesites; Sarai, of whom is the family of the Zarites. Moreover, the sons of Phares were Hezron, of whom is the family of the Heshbonites; and Hamul, of whom is the family of the Hamulites. These are the families of Judah, of which the whole number was 70 to 6,500. The sons of Issachar by their kindreds: Thulu, of whom is the family of the Tholites; Phua, of whom is the family of the Phuites; Jasub, of whom is the family of the Jasubites; Semron, of whom is the family of the Semonites. These are the kindreds of Issachar, whose number was 60 to 4,300. The sons of Zebulun by their kindreds: Serd, of whom is the family of the Sardites; Lon, of whom is the family of the Lonites; Jalu, of whom is the family of the Jaelites. These are the kindred of Zebulun, whose number was 60,500. The sons of Joseph by their kindred: Manasseh and Ephraim. Manasseh was born Mathuer, of whom is the family of the Macharites. Matthew begot Galad, of whom is the family of the Galadites. Galad had sons: Jezreel, of whom is the family of the Jezrites; and Helek, of whom is the family of the Helesites; and Israel, of whom is the family of the Israelites; and Shechem, of whom is the family of the Hechemites; and Semida, of whom is the family of the Semidates; and Hepher, of whom is the family of the Hepherites. And Hepher was the father of Salphad, who had no sons, but only daughters, whose names are these: Mala, and Noah, and Heglah, and Melta, and Tirzah. These are the families of Manasseh, and the number of them 50 to 2,700. And the sons of Ephraim by their kindreds were these: Sathelah, of whom is the family of the Sethelites; Betzer, of whom is the family of the Betherites; Thehan, of whom is the family of the Henites. Now the son of Sathelah was Haran, of whom is the family of the Haranites. These are the kindreds of the sons of Ephraim, whose number was 30 to 2,500. These are the sons of Joseph by their families. The sons of Benjamin in their kindreds: Bela, of whom is the family of the Belites; Asbel, of whom is the family of the Belites; Aram, of whom is the family of the Aramites; Seba, of whom is the family of the Sebramites; Hopham, of whom is the family of the Apramites. The sons of Bela: Herod and Noman. Of Herod is the family of the Herodites; of Noman the family of the Nomanites. These are the sons of Benjamin by the Hebrides, whose number was 40 to 5,600. The sons of Dan by their kindreds: Suham, of whom is the family of the Suhamites. These are the kindreds of Dan by their families. All were Suhamites, whose number was 60 to 4,400. The sons of Asher by their kindreds: Gemma, of whom is the family of the Gemites; Jesri, of whom is the family of the Gezutes; Pri, of whom is the family of the Briads. The sons of Bri, Heber, of whom is the family of the Heberites, and Melchi, of whom is the family of the Melchilites. And the name of the daughter of Asher was Sarah. These are the kindreds of the sons of Ather, and their number of 50 to 3,400. The sons of Nadali by their kindreds, Jezu, of whom is the family of the Jezreelites, Guni, of whom is the family of the Kenites, Jesher, of whom is the family of the Jetherites, Selim, of whom is the family of the Selimites. These are the kindreds of the sons of Naphtali by their families, whose number was 40 to 5,400. This is the sum of the children of Israel, who were reckoned up, 601,730. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, To these shall the line be divided for their possessions according to the number of names. To the greater number thou shalt give a greater portion, and to the fewer less, to every one, as they have now been reckoned up, shall possession be delivered, yes, so that by lot the line be divided to the tribe and families. Whatsoever shall fall by lot, that shall be taken by the more or the fewer. This also is the number of the sons of Levi with their families, Sherasim, of whom is the family of the Gershonites, Koth, of whom is the family of the Kothites, Merari, of whom is the family of the Merarites. These are the families of Levi, the family of Labmi, the family of Hebroni, the family of Korah. Now Koth begot Amram, who had to wife Jochebed, the daughter of Levi, who was born to him in Egypt. She bore to her husband Amram's sons, Aaron and Moses, and married their sister. Of Aaron born Nadab and Abihu, and Lezer and Ethem, for whom Nadab and Abihu died, when they had offered the strange fire before the Lord. And all that were numbered were 20 to 3,000 males from 1 month old and upward, for they were not reckoned up among the children of Israel, neither was a possession given to them with the rest. This is the number of the children of Israel that were enrolled by Moses and Eleazar the priest in the plains of Moab on the Jordan over against Jericho, among whom there was not one of them that were numbered before by Moses and Aaron in the desert of Sinai. For the Lord had foretold that they should die in the wilderness, and none remained of them, but Caleb the son of Jephone, and Joshua the son of Nun. Numbers chapter 27. The Law of Inheritance. Joshua was appointed to succeed Moses. Then came the daughters of Salphat, the son of Hefer, the son of Galad, the son of Machir, the son of Manasses, who was the son of Joseph, and their names are Mahlah, and Noah, and Haglah, and Melcha, and Dosa. And they stood before Moses and Eleazar the priest, and all the princes of the people at the door of the tabernacle of the covenant, and said, Our father died in the desert, and was not in a sedition that was raised against the Lord of the Korah, but he died in his own sin, and he had no male children. Why is his name taken away out of his family? Because he had no son. Give us a possession among the kinsmen of our father. And Moses referred their cause to the judgment of the Lord. And the Lord said to him, The daughters of Salphat demand a just thing, give them a possession among their father's kindred, and let them succeed him in his inheritance. Unto the children of Israel thou shalt speak these things. When a man dieth without a son, his inheritance shall pass to his daughter. If he have no daughter, his brother without succeeding. And if he have no brethren, he shall give the inheritance to his father's brethren. But if he have no uncles but a father, the inheritance shall be given to them that are the next of kin. And this shall be to the children of Israel sacred by a perpetual law, as the Lord hath commanded Moses. The Lord also said to Moses, Go up into this mount of Morim, and view from thence the land which I will give to the children of Israel. And when thou shalt have seen it, thou also shalt go to thy people, as thy brother Aaron is gone, because thou findest me in the desert of sin of the contradiction of the multitude, neither would it sanctify me before them at the waters. These are the waters of contradiction and cage of the desert of sin. And Moses answered him, May the Lord, the God of the spirits of all flesh, provide a man that may be over this multitude, and may go out and before them, and may lead them out, or bring them in, lest the people of the Lord be a sheep without a shepherd. And the Lord said to him, Take Joshua the son of Nun, a man in whom is the Spirit, and put thy hand upon him. And he shall stand before Eleazar the priest, and all the multitude, and I shall give him precept in the syllable, and part of thy glory, that all the congregation of the children of Israel may hear him. If anything be to be done, Eleazar the priest shall consult the Lord for him. He and all the children of Israel with him, and the rest of the multitude shall go out and go in at his word. Moses did as the Lord had commanded. And when he had taken Joshua, he set him before Eleazar the priest, and all the assembly of the people, and laying his hands on his head, he repeated all things that the Lord had commanded. Numbers chapter 28. Sacrifices are appointed as well for every day its for Sabbaths, a number's festivals. The Lord also said to Moses, Command the children of Israel, and thou shalt say to them, Offer my oblation and my bread, and burnt sacrifice of most sweet odor in the 2 seasons. These are the sacrifices which ye shall offer, 2 lambs of a year old without blemish every day for the perpetual holocaust, when ye shall offer in the mornings, and the other in the evening, and the 10th part of another of flour, which shall be tempered with the purest oil, with a measure of 4th part of a hin. And the continual holocaust which are offered in Mount Sinai for most sweet oil of a sacrifice by fire to the Lord. And for libation ye shall offer of wine the 4th part of a hin for every lamb in the sanctuary of the Lord. And ye shall offer the other lamb in like manner in the evening, according to all the rites of the morning sacrifice and of the libations thereof, an oblation of most sweet odor to the Lord. And on the Sabbath day ye shall offer 2 lambs of a year old without blemish, and 2 tenths of flour tempered with oil in sacrifice, and the libations, which regularly are poured out every Sabbath for the perpetual holocaust. And on the 1st day of the month ye shall offer a holocaust to the Lord, 2 calves of the herd, 1 ram, and several lambs of a year old without blemish, and 3 tenths of flour tempered with oil in sacrifice for every calf, and 2 tenths of flour tempered with oil for every ram, and the 10th of a tenth of flour tempered with oil in sacrifice for every lamb. It is a holocaust of most sweet odor, and an offering by fire to the Lord. And these shall be libations of wine that are to be poured out for every victim, 1/2 a hin for every calf, 1/3 for a ram, and 1/4 for a lamb. This shall be the holocaust for every month. At this eat one another in the 4th of the year. A buck goat also shall be offered to the Lord for a sin offering over and above the perpetual holocaust with its libations. And in the 1st month, on the 14th day of the month, shall be the feast of the Lord, and on the 15th day the solemn feast, 7 days shall they eat unleavened bread. And the 1st day of them shall be venerable and holy. You shall not do any servile work therein. And you shall offer a burnt sacrifice, a holocaust to the Lord, 2 calves of the herd, 1 ram, 7 lambs of the year old, without blemish. But for the sacrifice of every one 3 tenths of flour, which shall be tempered with oil to every calf, and 2 tenths to every ram, and the 10th of a tenth to every lamb, that is to say, to all the 7 lambs, and 1 back goat for a sin, to make atonement for you, besides the morning holocaust which you shall always offer. So shall you do every day of the 7 days for the fruit of the fire, and for a most sweet odor to the Lord, which shall rise from the holocaust, and from the libations of each. The 7th day also shall be most solemn and holy unto you. You shall do no servile work therein. The day also of first fruits, when after the weeks are accomplished, shall offer new fruits to the Lord, shall be venerable and holy. You shall do no servile work therein. And you shall offer holocaust for most sweet odor to the Lord, 2 calves of the herd, 1 ram, and 7 lambs of a year old, without blemish, and in the sacrifices of them 3 tenths of flour tempered without every calf, 2 to every ram, the 10th of a tenth to every lamb, which in all are 7 lambs of buck goat also, which is slain for expiation, besides the perpetual holocaust of elevations thereof, which shall offer them all like blemish with libations.